Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah. Welcome to another night of Ramadan story time. Today, inshallah, I'll share with you a story from the past, narrated to us by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this is a hadith, authentic hadith, found in Sahih Bukhari. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us a very brief story of two people in the past. In the past, there was a man who was selling some land. And when he sold that land, the man who bought it found a piece of gold in that land. Now just think about this. Imagine if you bought a brand new house and you find a big piece of gold in that house. What are you going to do with it? So this man who bought that land and found some gold in that land, he told the man who sold it to him, here, take this gold back because I only bought the piece of land. I didn't buy the gold. Now look at the man who sold it. He said, well, you know what? I sold you the land and everything in it, so you have to take the gold. Now just listen to their argument. Neither one of them wants to accept the gold. They both feel it belongs to the other person. So then what happened? They went to a third person who judged between them. Right? I mean, I would just love it if Muslims had these types of arguments. This is, I was talking about yesterday, not arguing, and this is a good type of argument where they're both trying to give the good deed to the other person, the good gold to the other man. So the man who judged between them told them, he asked one of them, do you have a son? And he said, yes. He asked the other one, do you have a daughter? And he said, yes. So he told the two men, get your son and get your daughter married to each other, and then spend the gold on them, and anything left over, give it to them as a wedding gift to start their new marriage and new family. And this is a very brief story related to us in Sahih Bukhari by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And in this story, we learn to not be greedy, to care about other people. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam warned us about being greedy. He told us sallallahu alaihi wasallam, beware of greed, because it tempted the people before you, and it made them make halal what is haram, and it made them shed blood and cut off family relations. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So we learned that greed can really distort your mind. There's so much harm that comes from greed. Think about it. There's lying, cheating, stealing, murder, fraud. So many sins, so many crimes happen. Why? Because of greed. Because of greed. So if you can control that, you can prevent so much harm happening to you and happening to society. And it's sad that when you look at social media and you look at internet and the news these days, we're always bombarded with a message of greed, that you should just always self-indulge. There's always people posting on social media, them doing all kinds of crazy things and showing them with all kinds of jewelry and money and just showing off all that they have and just being greedy and selfish. This really distorts our understanding. For the Muslim, you should care about other people. I'll end with one story of one of the example of a person who's one of the richest people in the world. There's a woman, her name is Christy Walton. She's one of the richest women in the entire world. And you know how Christy Walton got her money? When her husband died, she came and took all of his money. You know how her husband got his money? When his father had died, he came and took all that money. And this is a family that owns Walmart, the Walton family. The Walton family, one of the richest families in the world, right? They own Walmart. And whenever one of them dies, the next one just comes along and takes all that billions of dollars away from them, right? So all this money that we're chasing and hoarding and storing and accumulating, we're not going to take with us. When we die, our family is going to come take it and in some cases even fight over it, but we're not taking it with us. All right, so we should learn that there's nothing wrong with having money and being thankful for the blessings Allah has given you, but don't let it distort you and distract you from your real purpose here of pleasing and worshiping Allah. So until tomorrow, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.